Almost 80% of automatic car owners are quietly damaging their vehicles every single day, and they have absolutely no idea it's happening. These aren't big dramatic crashes or blown engines from racing. These are small, everyday habits that slowly pile up into $500 repair bills, $1,500 transmission jobs, and $3,000 mistakes that a mechanic could have prevented with one sentence. One mistake on this list alone has sent thousands of drivers to the shop for a repair that costs more than most people's monthly car payment, and it takes less than 5 seconds to avoid. Here are 10 stupid mistakes that are destroying your automatic car right now. Let's begin now with mistake number 10. Mistake number 10, shifting into park before the car fully stops. Picture this. You're pulling into a parking spot at the grocery store. The car is still rolling at about 2 miles per hour, and you go ahead and click it into park. Feels harmless, right? It happens all the time. But here's what they don't tell you when you buy your car. When you shift into park while you're still moving, even at a crawl, the parking pole, a small metal pin inside your transmission, is what locks the transmission and holds the car still. When the car is still rolling and you force it into park, that tiny pin is taking the full weight of your vehicle trying to stop it. Over time, it wears down, bends, or cracks entirely. Here's the deal. The parking pole was never designed to stop a moving car. That's what your brakes are for. The proper order is brake, stop completely, then shift to park. That's it. On most modern vehicles, a worn or broken parking pole is a transmission repair that runs anywhere from $200 to $500, and in some transmissions, particularly on Honda and Toyota CVT models, accessing it means removing the entire transmission assembly, pushing that repair north of $1,200. Here's the kicker. This same damage gets worse if you park on a slope without engaging the handbrake first. When you park on a hill, shift to park, and release the brake pedal, the full weight of the car rocks against that pole. Instead, hold the brake, apply the handbrake, then shift to park. So the handbrake takes the load, not the transmission. Trust me, this next one will shock you. Mistake number 9, never changing your transmission fluid. Most people know they need to change their engine oil. Ask those same people when they last changed their transmission fluid, and you'll get a blank stare. The transmission fluid in your automatic car does 2 jobs. It lubricates every moving part inside that transmission, and it acts as a hydraulic fluid that physically moves the gears. As it breaks down over time, it turns dark, loses its viscosity, and starts leaving deposits on the clutch packs and valve body inside the transmission. Here's how it actually works. Your automatic transmission has somewhere between 800 and 1,000 individual parts. The fluid is what keeps all of them working together smoothly. When that fluid degrades, those parts start grinding against each other with less and less protection. According to most manufacturer guidelines, transmission fluid should be changed every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Many mechanics actually recommend every 30,000 miles if you drive in heavy city traffic, because stop-and-go driving puts far more heat stress on the fluid than highway miles. The cost to change transmission fluid? Usually $80 to $150 at a shop. The cost to replace a transmission that failed because it ran on degraded fluid? Anywhere from $1,800 to $3,500. And here's the kicker. Some car dealers and quick lube shops will tell you your transmission fluid is lifetime fluid and never needs changing. That claim has been quietly walked back by engineers and independent mechanics alike. The fluid degrades. Change it. You'd be very much surprised by this next mistake. Mistake number 8. Riding the brake on a downhill slope instead of using engine braking. Long downhill stretches, especially on mountain roads or highway off-ramps, lead many drivers to simply hold their foot lightly on the brake the entire way down. It feels controlled, it feels safe. But what's actually happening is your brake pads are building up massive amounts of heat over a sustained period, which is called brake fade. The brake fluid starts to boil, air bubbles form in the lines, and your brakes suddenly feel spongy or stop responding as quickly as they should. Here's the fix. On an automatic car, you can use engine braking by shifting from drive into a lower gear position, usually marked as L, 2, or 3 on your gear selector, or by using paddle shifters if your car has them. When you're in a lower gear, the engine itself creates resistance that slows the car down without touching the brakes at all. This is exactly how trucks and buses manage steep descents without burning through brakes every 10,000 miles. Brake pads under normal use last about 30,000 to 70,000 miles. Brake pads on a car that constantly overheats them on downhill drives can wear out in half that time. A full brake job, pads and rotors, typically runs $300 to $600 per axle. Here's the kicker. Overheated brake fluid is also a serious safety hazard. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has documented brake failures specifically tied to fluid boiling on steep grades. Engine braking costs you nothing, and it's one of the most underused features automatic drivers have. But wait, if that hidden feature just blew your mind, this next mistake could be costing you cold hard cash every single week. Mistake number 7. Running on low fuel regularly. Topping off the tank feels like a chore, so millions of drivers let the gauge ride down near empty before stopping. Here's what's going on under your hood during that time. In most automatic cars, and almost universally on vehicles made after 2000, the electric fuel pump is mounted inside the fuel tank. The pump relies on the fuel surrounding it to stay cool and lubricated. When you run consistently low on gas, that pump is partially exposed, running hotter than it's designed to, and wearing out significantly faster than it should. A replacement fuel pump costs $400 to $900 at most shops, depending on whether it's a domestic or import vehicle. BMW and Mercedes fuel pump replacements regularly exceed $1,000 once you factor in labor. Keeping your tank above a quarter full is basically free insurance against that bill. There's a second issue too. The sediment and debris that naturally settle to the bottom of your gas tank get drawn into the fuel system when levels drop that low. That debris clogs fuel filters and down the road, fuel injectors. Fuel injector cleaning runs $50 to $150. Replacing clogged injectors runs $600 to $1,200 for a 4-cylinder engine. Here's the kicker. In cold climates, a fuller tank also prevents moisture from condensing inside the tank and freezing in the fuel lines, a problem AAA responds to thousands of times every single winter. If you've made it here, we'd really appreciate you hitting the like button on this video. It genuinely helps us make more car tips content like this. But wait, this next mistake is one almost every driver over 40 has been doing since they first learned to drive. Mistake number 6. Putting the car in neutral at red lights to save the transmission. This one has been passed down like folk wisdom for decades. The logic sounds reasonable. If the car is in neutral, the transmission isn't under any load, so it must be resting. Here's the truth. When you're stopped at a light in drive with your foot on the brake, the transmission is holding the car in what's called a torque converter stall. The fluid coupling between the engine and transmission absorbs the engine's torque, and the load is minimal. Modern automatic transmissions are built specifically to handle this. There is no measurable wear happening. When you shift in and out of neutral at every red light, you're actually doing more damage. You're cycling through gear changes dozens of times a day that the transmission was never meant to cycle through in stop-and-go traffic. The clutch packs that engage drive every time you shift back from neutral experience a small shock each time. Do that 20 times a day, 300 days a year, and the wear adds up. The EPA has tested fuel consumption in both scenarios. The fuel saved by coasting in neutral at a red light is essentially zero on a modern fuel-injected engine. Here's the kicker. Many modern cars cut fuel injection entirely when you're in drive with your foot on the brake, meaning you're using zero fuel anyway. Stay in drive. Wait until you hear about this next one. Mistake number 5. Ignoring the check engine light. It glows orange on the dashboard, and somehow millions of drivers have trained themselves to mentally filter it out. Some have driven with it on for months. Here's what that light is actually doing. The onboard diagnostic system in your car, called OBD2 on every vehicle sold in the United States after 1996, is picking up a fault code from one of dozens of sensors monitoring your engine, transmission, emission system, and fuel system. The light doesn't mean your car is about to explode, but it also doesn't mean nothing is wrong. Here's the thing. Many check engine light causes start small and cheap. An oxygen sensor going bad costs $150 to $300 to fix. If you ignore it, the engine starts running a rich or lean fuel mixture to compensate, which destroys your catalytic converter over time. A new catalytic converter costs $900 to $2,500 depending on the vehicle. Toyota Prius catalytic converter replacements have run as high as $3,200 at dealerships. Any auto parts store, AutoZone, O'Reilly, Advance Auto, will read your OBD2 codes for free. It takes 5 minutes. That free scan could save you thousands. Here's the kicker. If your check engine light is flashing, not just on steady, that means an active misfire is happening right now, and you should pull over and get it looked at same day. A steady light is a warning. A flashing light is urgent. Now for a mistake that's quietly wearing out your engine every single morning. Mistake number 4. Revving the engine hard right after a cold start. Some drivers do this on purpose. They start the car, let it idle for 5 seconds, then pull out and immediately accelerate hard. Others do it accidentally in cold weather, just trying to get out of the driveway quickly. Either way, here's what's happening inside the engine during those first 30 to 60 seconds of operation. When your engine sits overnight, gravity pulls oil down out of the upper engine components, the camshafts, valve train, and cylinder walls, and it settles in the oil pan. The moment you start the car, the oil pump starts circulating oil back up to those components, but it takes 20 to 30 seconds for full oil pressure to reach every part of the engine. During those first seconds, your engine is running with metal components in partial contact without adequate lubrication. If you rev it hard during that window, you're speeding up metal-on-metal wear in some of the most expensive parts of your engine. Camshaft replacement on a modern 4-cylinder engine runs $1,500 to $3,000. On a V8, you're looking at $3,000 to $5,000. Here's the kicker. This is even more of an issue in winter. Cold oil is thicker and flows more slowly, meaning oil pressure buildup takes longer. In temperatures below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, give your car a full 60 seconds of light idle before any acceleration. Your engine will last tens of thousands of miles longer for it. Trust me, you need to hear this one before your next car wash. Mistake number 3, using automatic car washes with brushes on your paint. This seems like a convenience win. Pay $8, drive through, car comes out shiny. But those rotating brushes at most drive-through car washes trap dirt, grit, and debris from the thousands of cars that went through before you. When those brushes spin against your paint, they drag microscopic particles across the clear coat, leaving what detailers call swirl marks. Under direct sunlight, swirl marks turn your paint from deep and glossy to dull and scratched looking. On a brand new car, this damage can become visible within a year of regular brush washes. Professional paint correction, machine polishing to remove those swirl marks, costs $300 to $800 for a full-size vehicle. A full repaint, if the damage reaches the base coat, costs $2,500 to $6,000. Touchless car washes that use only high-pressure water and no brushes are widely available and usually cost the same or just a little more. Hand washing with a proper 2-bucket method and a quality microfiber mitt protects the paint even better. Here's the kicker. Black, dark blue, and dark red paint show swirl damage the fastest, and those are statistically the most popular car colors sold in the United States. But wait, this next mistake could leave you stranded on the side of the road with no warning at all. Mistake number 2, skipping tire pressure checks. According to the US Department of Transportation, roughly 26% of vehicles on American roads at any given time have at least one significantly underinflated tire. Tires lose about 1 psi of pressure per month naturally, and in colder weather they lose pressure even faster. Roughly 1 psi for every 10-degree drop in temperature. An underinflated tire flexes more than it should with every rotation, generating heat inside the rubber. That heat is the primary cause of tire blowouts at highway speeds. Your car has a correct tire pressure listed on a sticker inside the driver's door jamb, not on the tire itself, where you'll see a maximum pressure number that's a completely different figure. Checking takes 2 minutes with a tire gauge that costs $5. Underinflated tires also cut your fuel economy by up to 3%, according to the EPA. On a car that takes a $70 fill-up, that adds up to over $100 a year in wasted gas. Here's the kicker. Underinflated tires wear unevenly on the outer edges, meaning you'll replace them thousands of miles sooner than you should. A set of quality all-season tires for a mid-size sedan runs $500 to $900 installed. Keeping your tires at the right pressure costs you nothing and can easily stretch their lifespan by 10,000 miles or more. And now, the number 1 mistake. This is the one that leads to the biggest repair bills, the most preventable breakdowns, and the most avoidable frustration. And it's something almost every driver is guilty of at some point. Mistake number 1, skipping or putting off oil changes. Engine oil breaks down with heat and use. It stops lubricating as well. It stops neutralizing acids that form inside the engine, and it stops absorbing combustion byproducts the way fresh oil does. When oil gets too old and thick, what mechanics call sludge, it stops flowing properly through the narrow oil passages in your engine. Entire sections of the engine start running without adequate lubrication. The damage is silent and invisible until something fails hard. A standard oil change costs $40 to $80 at most shops. Using full synthetic oil, which lasts longer and protects better, costs $70 to $120, but can go up to 7,500 or even 10,000 miles between changes on many modern vehicles. An engine that develops sludge buildup from neglected oil changes can need a full engine flush at $150 to $300. And if the damage has already progressed, an engine rebuild or replacement runs $4,000 to $8,000. Mechanics see this exact scenario dozens of times a year on vehicles that are otherwise in perfect shape. Here's the kicker. If you've been going longer than you should between oil changes, start fresh with full synthetic and stick to the schedule going forward. Your engine has a real ability to recover when given clean, fresh oil consistently. But every extra month you wait costs you wear you can never get back. So, which of these mistakes were you already making? Drop the number in the comments.